Welcome to Tammer Bowling Video Ball Reviews. Check out perfect aim bowling for all your bowling needs. Today we are testing the new Radical Katana. We test on a heavier house shot and a 46-foot sport shot. First impressions, the Katana rolls really nice. An interesting motion on a micro scale and on a macro scale. It's clean, starts to roll late mid lane, and punches really nicely for every tester down lane. On our new scale, we gave the Radical Katana a B+ for value. It's priced with the high-end pieces, but it appears to have a good amount of versatility being a strong pearl asymmetric ball. We gave the Katana a B+ on house shot and a B on sport shot. The Katana brings a new core and cover, so we didn't know what to expect. We were pleasantly surprised how every bowler liked the ball pretty quickly, and that bodes well. The cover gets down lane without a fight, as you would expect from a pearl. You then see the core starting to rev up late mid lane and finally gets into a heavy roll. All of our bowlers could play this ball fairly direct on this heavier volume house shot, but each bowler saw shape. We thought it would be tougher to test some pieces on this house shot, but really didn't have much of an issue at all with the Katana. Sean started with a weaker hand position to play up the boards, and he struck very easily. The ball really shapes nicely going through its transitions, and carry was great. Once he stepped in, you could more easily see the more defined transitions from the asymmetric core, with the ball sometimes standing up a little too soon. These strong transitions are expected from ASIMs, and Sean loves strong pearl ASIMs. This ball fits nicely in that mold. Knowing how slick this house shot plays, Dave came back with that whoa look on his face. He was surprised to see the Katana make that move down lane. It's not skid flip, but it has that heavy trucking roll. He really had no trouble striking on a house shot once he found the zone. And he had some forgiveness in both directions, but not way out, as really nobody had forgiveness there on this pattern. No test ball made it back from way out, so this is more pattern than ball. Bryan was next, and he struck right out of the gate, but he actually realized he didn't need to be quite as direct as he expected. The ball definitely had some juice as he found the ball moved more than he thought it would, so that made him more comfortable to just let it go without what I would say help. The Katana really seems to match Bryan's game well, as did the Reacts 2 and the Reacts 2 Pearl previously. Moving on to the 46-foot sport shot, it's not surprising that Sean liked this ball and found it easy to get to the pocket. If you've been following us, you know Sean likes pearl ASIMs, and this was no exception. Again, you see the transitions very clearly. There was a touch over-under in terms of how the ball was entering the pocket, but getting there was surprisingly easy. Dave was next, and he took a few shots to figure out what's the right line to get to the pocket with this ball, since it has more motion in the last 1/3 of the lane than initially anticipated, and since the ball has some reliability to make the turn, that relaxes a bowler, and once Dave got there, the zone to get to the pocket was relatively open for a tough shot. However, the ball again was a bit over-under at the pin, so sometimes it overdrives and sometimes a bit light. And finally, Bryan had zero problem getting the ball to the pocket and carrying on the sport shot here. His line was really close to the other test balls we had in the session. However, he took advantage of the punchy nature of the Katana down lane to drive really nicely through the pins and had a high carry percentage. So while you watch the extras, your final thoughts. In the end, the Radical Katana looks to be a pretty versatile piece. It has a nice down lane motion that isn't skid snap, but punchy in a way that a lot of bowlers will enjoy. That motion will be accentuated on the typically drier conditions many are facing, but at the same time we found it very nicely usable on tough stuff and heavier patterns as well. Every tester liked what they saw.
Thank you for watching Tamara Bowling Video Ball Reviews.